This is In Our Headphones, and I'm Evie Stokes. I'm joined in the booth today by my dear friend and fellow Type A planner and professional goof,
yes,
Kevin Sur.
It took everything for me not to do the click, click, whistle Wes Anderson thing. Just like...
Well, I appreciate you taking the time and coming in to hang with me today. Yeah. And Kevin, you host a show on KEXP Saturday mornings. It's called Sounds of Survivance. And then you sort of fill in amongst the schedule on variety shows and more on tons of different shows.
Yeah.
And you have a new song that you're going to share from a band called Modern Woman.
Yes.
What can you tell me about them?
I don't know a lot about the band. This is kind of like a debut record from them. And I was just listening through, I don't know, some playlist somewhere, and this song popped on, and it immediately captivated me and went to places I did not expect. Like, you kind of, when you listen to the volume of music that we do as DJs, you kind of see the routine and the cliche a lot. And you can kind of, like, I could listen to a thing and pretty much predict where it's going to go in like 30 seconds, you know? And this one was orchestrated so beautifully and so powerfully. It's called Dashboard Mary, that it just stood out to be one of the best songs that I've heard in the last couple of years in terms of just taking you on an absolute ride, not just with lyrics, not just with chords, but with song structure and orchestration and beautiful, beautiful vision. So yeah, it's a powerful, powerful track.
Cool. Let's listen to it. This is Dashboard Mary again from the London band Modern Woman.
Two left at night time. They had 14 hours to kill. When with little in his car, both acting on the thrill. She was 27 and the man was older still. Taught that her college spoke on Wordsworth's daffodils song. And the man came hardly talking when he inquired from the passions of gin. And he was worried about his driving and where they'd stay in Michigan. She thought that he was regretting, 'cause his hands on the wheel were blue. And if the boy at home had woken and if the dashboard Mary knew. Pulled up to a cafe and they had 4 more hours to go. Push the breakfast round their plates, both faking the afterglow. And the waitress's eyes were prying as she covered up her pearls. And the picture gone, 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 gone.
All right, Dashboard Mary from Modern Woman. So why that one off the record? Have you listened to the whole thing?
Yes. Just that one is, like I said, it's just, if you hold out to the end of the song and you listen through the entire thing, like it delivers in this huge way that you would have never expected from the beginning. And it's just done so gracefully, like going into these like huge bombastic moments that are reminiscent of Hum or like loud emo bands, but also just deeply personal. Like the song is actually kind of about the tension of two people who are having an affair, it seems. I think one is like a professor and the other one's like a 20-something-year-old student. And it's just about this sitting across the table from one another amidst scandalous and just the tension that exists between them. And it is quite powerful. So
I love when you say instrumentation too. It was cool to hear things like strings, like violin. I hear a saxophone on this record. I have to admit, big saxophone gal. Yeah. Big strings gal.
Can we bring more saxophone? There's not enough saxophone solos, you know?
I feel like there's been an uptick lately. Yeah. There was, it went through...
Like Morphine, right?
Yeah, Morphine, but I feel like that Anna von Hauswolf record has a ton of saxophone on it. And I do a saxophone show every year on November 6th. If it's not an election day. On election days, it's more of a womp thing. But it's November the 6th, and I play all saxophone all saxophone songs.
All saxophone.
So I have a running playlist. I can share that with you if you want.
There's certain I mean, you know me, I could go down a wormhole.
I do know your wormhole tendencies.
But I'll just plug this name for your next May the Sax. King Curtis. The best, most beautiful, like... His sax tone can land you on notes that feel like you're just a newborn baby being put down in the most soft bed. Like, it is just so beautiful. King Curtis has appeared in Buddy Holly's True Love Ways. So when you listen to Buddy Holly's True Love Ways, just listen to the softness of his tone. It is like, and he was so huge in the 50s and kind of 60s in terms of like bringing his gentle tone to a lot of cool music. So
yeah. Well, I love the song. I also read, too, that so it was produced by Joel Burton. He's worked with a ton of different artists, too. And this was released on One Little Independent Records, and it took them like over 2 years to write and record this because they were doing it in their spare time, like around their jobs, depending on when they could get into the studio. And I feel like that's a common story for a lot of folks these days. Yeah,
I mean, I feel like you can hear the intentionality within it, but sometimes you could over-tinker with things. And so that's a really, like, I think this is a wonderfully produced album, and that song is kind of like, to me, the pinnacle of it, and it's the first single that came out on it. But yeah, I think like that long-term thing, taking the time to do it right on one end, it sounds like a huge win. I didn't know that they took that long, but I could also know a number of stories where people took way too long and they just over-tinkered and they forgot what it even sounded like.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for bringing it today, and thanks for hanging with us.
Thanks.